Hi everyone, I'm here again. I know, it's been ages. Where have you been, Vicky? Been planning my wedding. I've still got a few months to go. Getting even more work done in my house because it's just never ending, it seems. I did some time looking after my niece because my sister's husband got sent away for his job. Yeah, I've been a busy lady. So yeah, I've just been living my adult life, as exciting, I'm sure, as that sounds. That's where I've been, and kind of filming videos is becoming less of a priority to me now. I know that sounds horrible, but obviously I'm just trying to get on with what I can, and I'll film whenever possible. So anyways, I had a huge clear out, even though it probably doesn't look like it because my shelves are already pretty much full again after this unhaul, should I say, that I did. I did this a little while ago. I've already filmed this once, and then when I watched it back, you couldn't see very well, and something just went wrong and it didn't work out right. So I'm hoping this is the one. I've got 3 piles, and then Phil's actually given me a little pile. Like, let's be proud of him. Phil's actually donating some books, and he has been donating a lot more. He's actually done some that I haven't put on camera because he's already given them away. They've already gone. So yeah, even he's trying to get into it because his shelves are getting, like, I'm looking at them right now and they're getting pretty full too. So proud of him. Anyways, so I'm just gonna get on with it. In no particular order other than this is just the order that the piles are in. So the first thing I've got is a series, which is 6 books long, and when I bought this I was so excited, and I read the first 3 and they were great. I'll explain a bit more when you see. That is the Study series by Maria V. Snyder. Yep. So I really liked the first 3. Then the next 3 kicked in, and I just felt like this was just stretching the story out for no reason whatsoever. And I also was a bit confused, and then I found out there's actually a trilogy in between these, and for some reason in my complete collection that trilogy doesn't count, and I just don't understand how much this world works, but I'm not willing to read 3 more books, so I'm just going to give it away because I lost interest. And it definitely was a lot better for the original trilogy. Once it kind of spun out and went further, I didn't care so much, and I just wasn't that interested. So I apologise. I know lots of people out there are big fans of this, and like the girl in the shop when I was paying for this was so excited that I was buying these. Sorry girl if you're watching on the till. But I just couldn't get on board with it. And yeah, so I'm not that attached to it. It's going. Put them down. I'm not going to go too much into each series just because I have so much. I'm just going to tell you why I'm not keeping them. The next one is a trilogy. This is the Dead Beautiful trilogy, I want to say it is, by Yvonne Woon. I really liked it. I think the second one was my favourite one. I think I gave that 5 stars. But then the last one kind of just fizzled out, and this is a series that I read so long ago when I was so much younger, at least when I started it, that I've kind of just forgotten about it and don't care too much, so I don't feel any emotional attachment, so I'm kind of happy to just unhaul it. It's time. I'm not going to reread it or anything, so see you later. The next one is a slightly controversial one, actually. I know that everyone loves this book, and I apologise, I just didn't get on board with it as much as everyone else. That is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. It's just not my favourite. I'm keeping Carry On because I like that a lot more. I think Carry On is leaps and bounds above anything that's in Fangirl. But I didn't really care. That sounds horrible, but I think the Simon Snow stuff that was inside this distracted from the actual story, and I think the actual story of this distracted from the Simon Snow, and it just wasn't a very good blend. And by the end of it I was pretty much just skipping all the Simon Snow things to try and keep on board with Kath and Levi, I think. It's definitely Kath. I'm sure the boy's called Levi. Anyways, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of try and keep on board with their story, but I'd read so much Simon Snow stuff in between that it was just kind of not really that interesting to me. I know it sounds horrible, but I just didn't get on board with this book. Sorry, we didn't get along very well. So yeah, I don't feel upset about giving that away. I've got a duology that I did enjoy, but I enjoyed the first book more than the second one, and I just, again, don't really feel much attachment to it, so I'm happy to clear the space for things that I want to read, and that is Passenger duology. I think it's the Passenger duology, is it? Who knows? I'm sure. Passenger sequence. Oh, sorry. Anyways, yeah, so I've got Passenger and Wayfarer here, and I'm just not too bothered about them. I enjoyed them while I was reading them, but goodbye, you're not going to be reread. I say that, nothing seems to be getting reread because I'm just getting further and further and further behind with purchasing because I keep buying too many books. The next one is a series that I thought I'd finished it all and then it started back up again, and I don't want to continue on, and I just think that I'll give the first books away so that whoever does want to read this full series can find the first 3 hopefully really cheap. And it's for a lot younger readers than me as well, but I did enjoy them at the time. Again, I think I preferred the first one, but that's the School of Good and Evil. This is the original trilogy by Saman Chanini. Sorry. But yeah, I know that this has continued on now, and I think they follow like the next generation. I don't know if it's the same characters they follow, but I'm not interested in finding out, and it's just time for these to go. I hope someone picks these up and loves them, someone who's probably more the target audience. The next ones are ones from a very long time ago, at least it feels like it, like when I was first doing my channel. This was one of my favourite series and I felt really attached to it, but I just don't feel that way anymore, so I'm fine to give it away. I think I've kept one book by this author that is an own book in itself that I'm happy to have, but yeah, I'm not too fussed about keeping the series, and that is the Dark Secrets books by Elizabeth Chandler. I got really into this author when I was like between 16 and 18, I'm going to say, something like that, but as time has gone by, I'm not really bothered, and the more that I read her books with the Kissed by an Angel series, the less that I enjoyed her writing, and I just think it's time for these to go. I remember really liking, I think, the first 2 books, and then the third one was a bit of a disappointment, if I remember correctly. But these are all short stories, so there's 2 short stories in the first 2, and then the last one is just 1. I say short story, it's a full book, but maybe novella is the way to go when describing these. But yeah, I'm just no longer interested in them, so sadly they're going. Then the next one, I've already given away the other book in this companion duology, and I just realised that it's time for it all to go. I'm not really that interested, and that is Between the Lines by Jodie Picoult and Samantha Van Leer. I did really like this one, and I'm glad I've read it because of all the hype that was going around, but off the page was just a bad experience, and I think that it's kind of tainted this one a little bit for me, and I just don't feel like I need it anymore, so it's going. Goodbye. Easy as that. And then this next one is also one from a long time ago, definitely a teenager when I read this, and I got quite into this author. I think I have another one of her books, but I can't remember right now. That's bad. I'm trying to look, but I'm not sure. So apologies to Kat Patrick. This is Forgotten. I believe this is a standalone. I'm pretty sure there wasn't ever a sequel or anything to this. If there was, it must be quite new. But yeah, I really liked this book when I was younger, and I've read it a couple of times back when I didn't really have a lot of money to keep buying new books. But I'm just not attached anymore, and I think it's time for it to go so that I can enjoy some new favourites. So very sorry, but see you later. And then my final stack for me anyway, because then I've got my fill stack. Oh wow, there's only actually 2 series in this stack. I did not realise how big this was. So the next thing is a trilogy. I've only recently just finished reading it, but I kind of already knew I wasn't too attached, and I didn't really particularly want to reread it or revisit it or really care about it too much. Sounds horrible, I know, but we have to have these feelings, otherwise I'd just have shelves upon shelves upon shelves of books that are just going to gather dust forever. That is the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. I don't know if this trilogy actually has a name. Trying to look. I even have a special edition of this 3rd one with a never before published short story, which is kind of bad, but yeah, I liked it, and I kept thinking, oh, if I read the next one I'll get really into it, and it never happened. I never got like sucked in. I never really got obsessed or became a fangirl or anything like so many people were. So I just know it's not going to ever be my favourite. I need to stop thinking it is going to be. And if there is any more, though, I'm pretty sure, I feel like that's the whole lot now. There might be like spin-offs and things, but I won't be picking them up, obviously. Sorry. See you later. It was fun while it lasted. And then the final series for me that I am giving away is the entire Septimus Heap series. I believe there's 7 of these. But yeah, I read these not that long ago, and I did get quite into them, and I did really enjoy them. I just think that if I'd read these when I was younger, I'd have much more of an emotional attachment. Sorry, I'm losing them. And that this just really isn't my thing normally. Like, I'm just not that big on reading middle grade in general. I have a few. I'm sure you can think of things that you know I've read and you think, well, that's for middle grade, Vicky. Yeah, I do. I have a few that I like, and obviously I do read a lot younger than what I am. I am not a young adult anymore. I'm definitely firmly into the adult category, sadly. But this is just a bit too young for me, and whilst I did really have fun reading these, and this was one of the first series that I just marathoned through, I'm ready to let go, and it's just not going to be something I'll ever revisit. So apologies, Angie Sage. It was fun while it lasted. So yeah, that is it for all the books that I'm giving away from my personal collection. But then Phil has also given me a little pile from his. His is a lot smaller, but it's small steps, and like I say, he has actually been donating. It's just I missed his last bunch that he'd already donated them before I'd picked up my camera and filmed anything, so never mind. I don't really know anything about these books. I don't know why he's donating them really, so I'm just going to show you them, but I thought it'd be interesting for you to see a little bit of what Phil likes to read too. So this is The Drop by Dennis Lehane. It's gone. The Death Collector by Neil White. Dreamland by Robert L. Anderson. Dear Amy by Helen Callaghan. And then he's got a few biographies. He has so many biographies, and honestly I don't know how he's going to get round to them all. And I think that's basically the reason why these ones have been donated. Kiefer Sunderland, Living Dangerously. I'm running out of space around me. Jason Manford, Growing Up Proper. Oh no, Brung Up Proper. I don't know why I got going. I can't read anymore. Brung Up Proper, which is a very northern saying for anyone out there who doesn't understand. That's Northern England there. And then the last one is Peter Kay the Book. Again, I think it's just he doesn't think he's going to get round to them. They're ones he's not as interested in, because I haven't seen him read them, but he has a lot, and it is getting to the stage where he did need to kind of get rid of some. So yeah, there's a little insight into what Phil likes to read too, even though they're the ones he's donating. But you know, if they're the books he's buying, you can kind of tell what he's into. If you're interested, his favourite author is Stephen King, and he's a very big on graphic novels too. I think Batman's probably his favourite in there. Anyways, yeah, that's a little look into what Phil does too. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully it won't be too long until my next one. I do have a very exciting CD pre-ordered, so hopefully I'll be doing a review on that. I really want to, so patience please. Seriously, I don't demand anything. Thank you so much for staying with me, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.